Today I am in downtown Portland, Maine, and you are going to learn English in a $1,000 hotel room. We're not in a hotel room quite yet. We're going to walk up the street, but I thought I could teach you a new word right here, and that is cobblestone. Cobblestones are really old streets in the United States, and instead of putting brick on them or pavement like the street we'll be on in just a second, the city decided to leave it just like it was probably a couple hundred years ago with the cobblestone. You need to be careful when you're walking on cobblestone. All right, let's go up and check out my $1,000 hotel room. And you may be saying, Brent, you're an English teacher. You can't afford a $1,000 hotel room. And you would be correct. No, I can't. But this is the off season. That's my hotel. It's called the Hyatt Place. And the off season means not as many tourists come during this part of the year. It's winter here in Portland, Maine. It's a warm day today. There's construction going on. It might make it a little loud to teach, but the off season for Portland, Maine is the winter. A lot of people come in the summer because it's so warm. Not a lot of people like to visit in the winter because it's so cold. It's kind of a cool car. So I was able to get this hotel room for $200. Still expensive, but it was a nice night for my wife Jamie and myself. We spent the night here. We didn't have to go home, which was pretty cool. The next term I'd like to teach you is valet parking. So the front door is right here, but parking is hard to find in the city. So this hotel actually has valet parking. Somebody will probably come out of this little box here and they can take your car and park it for you. Now, if you use valet parking, you should tip them. Give them a little bit of extra money, maybe a $5 tip. And we have some music here, which is not good for the video, because that music will probably want to take some advertising money. We could check out the pool and gym here at this $1,000 hotel. All right, nobody's working out, so we'll get in this way. So this gym is available 24/7, which is another way to say all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They give you free towels and free headphones. I'll take one, right? Just in case. Oh, you know what though? My phone. I don't think my phone, that's I don't know if you can see that through there, but that's called a headphone jack. And my phone has a different headphone jack, so thank you to the hotel, but I can't really use them. Here we have some brochures of some things you could do around the area. So you want to go whale watching? You could go whale watching, and on most of those boats, they guarantee that you'll see a whale. It's a bit expensive though. Not as expensive as this hotel, but you can go out for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and you can go puffin watching. You may wonder, what's a puffin? Can you see that bird? Well, here. That bird right there, that is a puffin. Did I leave enough time? Sometimes I go too quickly. Let's see. Hey, nobody is swimming. I didn't want to be a creep and walk into the pool if somebody was swimming. So you can't wear your swimsuit on your way to the room, like you can't get in an elevator in your wet bathing suit. You need a shirt, pants, and shoes in public areas. Your hotel room, that's not public. People don't go into your hotel room, but the lobby, that's public. They even have a shower for you. All right, let's go up to my room. My room is on the 7th floor. So usually when I do these hotel videos, I don't like to take the elevator. Somebody could be on the elevator and we will share awkward silence. That might be a new term for you, but when you get onto an elevator, it's a small space. And if you don't know the person, you just might be waiting. But I don't want to go up 7 flights of steps. I will be out of breath. That will be embarrassing. You will see how out of shape I am. So let's take the elevator and we might have some awkward silence, but we got to see that $1,000 hotel room. Might be a... Both of the elevators were waiting for me on the 1st floor. I'm on the 7th floor, so hopefully there's no awkward silence. I have the elevator to myself. Yeah, there was a question on my Instagram because I had a bathroom all to myself. It's just another way to say nobody else was there. I have this elevator all to myself. And we're on the 7th floor. This is not a great view. You wouldn't pay $1,000 for this view, but wait till we get to my room. I'm in 712. All the way down at the end. I felt really special in this hotel room. Although, if I'm being honest, the room itself was just okay. I wouldn't pay $1,000, even in the summer, even if I could afford it. All right, hang on. I don't want you to see it quite yet. This door is open, but you can see there's a lot of sunlight coming through. Let's look at the room first, and then we'll look at the view, okay? But I think it's pretty average. Average bathroom, average shower, average toilet, average desk, nothing that special. Average couch. Now this, I believe, pulls out, English phrasal verb for you. This pulls out into a bed, so you might be able to fit a family in here. You know, the kids could have the pull-out couch, we would call it, or the pull-out bed. Then the parents and maybe a small child could get the king-size bed. That's a king size bed, but if I'm being honest, it wasn't exactly comfortable. It was a little stiff. What I mean by stiff is when I lay down, it doesn't have any give to it. It's not that cushiony. It's not that soft. So hopefully those are a couple new words for you. If something has give, you will sink down into it. So I don't feel like I'm sinking down into the bed. It was a rather uncomfortable bed for $200, $1,000 in the summer. We do have our white noise machine here. I don't know how to turn it on. So we would call that a white noise machine. It might help you sleep. White noise is just constant noise. It makes me tired, but if you've seen some of my other hotel videos, I bring a fan for white noise. No messing around there. So I can't hear the traffic outside of my hotel room, which I didn't last night. Rain. It was summer night there. It had the crickets chirping. But this is brook. That might be a new term for you. A brook is like a small river. So just constant river flowing the whole time. Ooh, ocean. Now, spoiler alert. Hang on. Spoiler alert. We don't need an ocean sound because in a minute, you're going to see the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. But we can't hear it though. But that's the ocean. What's the last one? Oh, thunder. All right, which one would you pick? I would pick the white noise, but all right, you want to see the view? Let me step over here. Oh, I don't want you to see it yet. Okay, the view. We have a couple windows here. Like, that window's not that great, right? We have some, those are what we call solar panels. That's a parking garage. Not a great view, but oh, it's gonna get a little better over here. If you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, that's the Atlantic Ocean. But here's the best thing. We have a balcony. Now, it's too bad I can't afford a view like this in the summer outside of my hotel room. Look at that. You just walk out here and you get a view like this. Now, there are some oil tanks over there. Don't look at those. That's kind of ugly, but we do get a good view of the Atlantic Ocean. It sounds like my neighbors are right over there talking, but guess what? I can teach you a new term, and that is privacy wall. Privacy wall. So there is another hotel room just over there, but there's a privacy wall so we don't see each other. Public, we talked about that earlier. That's where people are. Privacy or private, it's the opposite. It's where people don't go. So your house or your apartment, that would be private. A grocery store, that would be public. And guess what? Last night, we got a lot of wind and rain. Everything is all wet here. But somebody near me must smoke because Jamie, my wife, and I do not smoke. But when we woke up this morning, there were cigarette butts on our balcony. Pretty gross, huh? Cigarette butts. If you smoke, please try to stop. It's not healthy for you. All right, so that's it. English lesson from a $1,000 hotel room. If you want to see more expensive lessons, check out the one I did when I got a haircut for $100. Thanks for watching. See you next time.